am asleep when it first appears. I sleep too much these days.
Look! A shooting star!
No, dear, it's too close. Probably a satellite falling back to Earth.
For some, sleep is a resting from the day's endeavors. For me, it's an escape from reality. But from this reality, I shall find no escape.
Do you see it? Of course, I've been tracking it for hours. Good, so you know what it is?
No, only what it isn't. It isn't a meteor.
Then it must be some space station hardware falling back to orbit.
Impossible, the trajectory is all wrong. Look at this. It's a spaceship, but the size of it, it must have been built for a race of giants. And it's heading straight for Earth.
Impossible.
Within seconds, the news is out. A gigantic alien spacecraft is about to land among us. At first, the report is greeted with disbelief, but it soon turns to shock, fear, and mounting terror. And still, I sleep. Senses numbed by horror films and science fiction tales, mankind expects the worst. Overnight, the thin veneer of civilization is stripped away to be replaced by brutal, mindless anarchy. The sound of riots and mayhem disturb my slumber. Slowly, I awake. I look around. The city is a shambles. I feel no surprise. I have seen too much of man's insanity. I have little compassion for them. All their wounds are self-inflicted. The stench and squalor no longer touch me. In my mind, I can always escape. Memories of the past are now my shelter. For the body may wither, but love is eternal.
Move it, creep.
Hey, scuzzbag, we're talking to you. What's this thing he's got wrapped up? Looks like we caught us a looter. Must be something he stole. Okay, punk, on your feet. We're taking you in. Too heavy for any ironing board. I'll open it up and see what it is. Hey.
It's mine.
My arm. His grip was like...
Resisting arrest, huh? Okay, mister. You just bought it.
I don't want to hurt them. But if I must...
Oh, sweet mother of mercy.
From high above, a mighty roar, a blinding light. I am forgotten. All is forgotten. Human flesh is stunned into immobility. I vanish into the night. The great ship descends. Earth will never be the same again. Incredulous and uncomprehending, the crew of a traffic helicopter is closest to the hovering behemoth that seems to blot out the sky above.
What is it? I don't know. We ain't staying around to find out.
Never before have human eyes beheld such a sight. The only thought in every mind is to run, flee, seek shelter, anything to escape the numbing, nightmarish apparition which slowly descends lower, lower, lower.
The sound is deafening! We're doomed! Doomed!
It's bigger than a mountain. Something is coming out.
In every battle zone throughout the world, fighting has ceased. There have been no new acts of terrorism. No one dares incur the displeasure of Galactus, for no one knows the extent of his power. Almost overnight, a new religion has sprung up around the awesome being, making him an object of worship.
This is the chance I have been waiting for. I can't let those other charlatans get the jump on me. Galactus can make me the greatest evangelist of all.
He frightens me, Colton. He seems so cold, so merciless. He displays not a single shred of emotion.
You know nothing of such things, Elyna. My TV ministry once reached millions around the globe, but the public is fickle. I've been losing converts. Galactus will change all of that.
How, Colton? Why do you speak in riddles? You are my brother, and I love you, but I have never understood you.
Wait till my next telecast.
I walk among them, but always apart. I have given them up for lost a long time ago.
It's Colton Candwell on TV.
Galactus has come in answer to my prayer. It is I who summoned him. Praise the Lord.
Some dare to question. Their bodies are battered, their voices stilled.
Why should we believe blindly? What if he's...
Kill the lousy anti-god. Galactus will save us.
We are his children. He will lead us to Nirvana. I say unto you, he is the way and the wonder. Heed you his prophet. I sing his true glory.
I am come to set you free. Free from guilt. Free from worthless man-made laws. If you would be saved, do what you will. Take what you will. There is no wrong. There is no sin. Pleasure is all. So speak Galactus.
And so, the madness begins. Freed of all inhibitions by the pronouncement of the god figure, I see sanity giving place to savagery. Looting, pillaging, and plunder are the order of the day. It is the age of Galactus. Voices of reason are shouted down by the deafening roar of violence, until martial law brings an uneasy halt to the carnage. A fearsome quiet falls over the ravaged land.
It is good that you have come. The President has called an emergency meeting.
The President? He counts for nothing since the coming of all-powerful Galactus.
But Reverend Candwell, we must find a way to restore order again.
We will do so when Galactus decrees, not before.
But
humanity has wanted his coming since the dawn of time. He is the power. It is not for man to question his word or his will. He is law absolute, and I am his prophet.
You lie, false prophet! You bring shame to your calling!
Who is that ranting derelict?
How did he get here? The building has been totally secured.
No matter. Guard, silence the heretic.
No, Colton. There's been enough killing. He's only one man. One voice. He cannot harm you.
Suit yourself, Elyna. He is beneath my notice. I have a new world to create.
You are merciful. I thought that quality had vanished on Earth.
Who are you? Why do you oppose my brother?
Your brother is driven by a lust for power. In the name of religion, he will subvert mankind.
How can you be sure of this?
How can you not? Does he not espouse the teaching of Galactus, thus making a mockery of all that man has achieved?
But Galactus is a god. Surely we must obey.
Obey. Obey when children destroy their schools. Obey precepts that turn brother against brother, that imprison the poor and the helpless.
I have had those same thoughts. But I felt guilty because I lacked faith.
Faith without judgment merely degrades the spirit divine. I sought to forsake the human race, to leave this pathetic world to its own mad devices. But perhaps I am maddest of all, for I cannot turn away.
What insane conceit possesses you to think you can defy Galactus? You think you can make a difference?
Yes. For in truth, any man can make a difference. It is not given to us to know whether we shall succeed or not. In failure, there is no disgrace. There can be but one ultimate shame: the cowardice of not having tried.
Who? What are you?
I am called the Silver Surfer.
When I was young, I heard of you, but I thought you were just a legend.
Who can know where reality ends and legend begins? Do we not see with our hearts and our minds, as well as our eyes?
You are not of Earth. There is such a purity about you.
Purity dwells in the soul, not the birthplace. Your soul is rich in warmth and kindness, Elyna. It is for such as you that the surfer shall again soar.
Don't go. Galactus is too powerful. Men worship him. No one will help you. You'll be alone. You'll be destroyed.
If we turn from battle because there is little hope of victory, where then would valor be? Let it ever be the goal that stirs us, not the odds. Galactus and I have fought before. Perhaps it is our destiny to engage in a conflict without end. His is the greatest power by far, but he fights for himself alone. I seek to save a world. A world that has turned against me.